Hello Fancy Fam, and welcome to the video. This is going to be a new one for me. It's going to be art goals. So I'll be talking about my goals for this year of 2023 in regards to my art career. Back in December 2022, I had already started this method of practicing, which was doing daily sketches. It started out with perhaps 3 prompts on a list of items I had pre-selected of tens of 20s of things, and then it became 5 lists. And each morning I would roll some dice, d6, d8, etc., for the amount of things I had in a list and perhaps the subcategories within those lists. And then I would, based on those rolls, I would then sketch whatever the prompt was previously selected. And I have been working on it since then, so already I have started a new practice that I would like to continue onward into this next year of 2023. Those sketch practices were they're good for my comic making in general. I worked on settings or location design, and it's improved greatly in the 2 months I did them every day. There was character designs, which helped me with poses, hands, and expressions even more so. And then there was scenes. I would take specific scenes that I can't wait to draw that I haven't drawn yet in the comic because they're years from now. And then I did animations, very small GIFs, which you might have seen at the beginning of this video, and also adult themed art. I got to practice those very unique positions. I think all of this really did help me, and it overwhelmed me and burnt me out a little bit to do it for 2 months straight, but I think I'll continue it going forward, just in a bit more of a tamed manner. Maybe after a fun D&D session, I'll do a few scenes and locations. And I should try to prompt myself to do animations once or twice a month, because I want to do longer forms of that eventually. But for now, I am concentrating on producing the comics, so it's not a huge focus or goal. This next goal has been a goal of mine for a little bit, and it's something I hesitate on because I don't want to sacrifice the quality of my art, but I do wish to increase my speed of production on the comic. Right now I am far faster than a lot of creators I do see online, and that's not to just brag, that's just a statement, and I want to be proud of it once in a while because I feel so overwhelmed at times, and I'm like, am I doing enough? In fact, I'm doing a lot, and it's okay. But with the scope of things that I have ahead of me, I do need to increase things, or I do need to streamline it is the better word for it. While, for example, manga artists just do grayscale, black and white, and they use a lot of filler textures to finish up pages and outfits and hair. I will not do that. I don't like sacrificing the color part of creativity because it is pivotal in a lot of things. But I have found other ways to keep the focus of what people really see, which is the rendering, and perhaps increase or speed up the method of inking. I am testing it out currently on a project where I will sketch very detailedly, usually, the pages, and then I'll go through, clean it up, just turn it black, and then flat it and start rendering. There's been almost no observation from the people who have read those pages, they haven't been released yet, of any messiness, even though it's only taken me max 6 hours on one of those pages, while it generally took me 8 to 15 previously. I cannot tell if this is due to just an increase in my skill, or if this method actually works, but I am enjoying it. So basically my new concentration and the way I've sped up my production method is to not worry about the line art too aggressively, because honestly there's a lot of famous artists who do not focus on that, and no one mentions the quality of their art, even though they should, to be honest. Some people, and I'm not here to throw shade, they will completely disregard quality and craftsmanship in focuses of pieces just because it's not a face or they're a dude. So breast, because that's a common fixation of men, and fetishization. And no one in their reviews that I can see, at least in the top, says, hey man, why is this so low quality in some parts of your work? So working off of that, I know I don't have to fret over line art as a lot of artists do, because only artists really at times notice the line art. And as long as it's portraying what it needs to portray, and as long as I'm enjoying it and it looks good to me, I'm fine with it. And that's how I'll move forward with the 4-hour production schedule per page. Moving on to actual projects, I will continue working on favorite issues 7 to 8 and 9 and perhaps 10 this year if I can work with this increased speed of production. This will be concluding and working on the Gloaming Games and hopefully beyond it, because a lot is coming after the Gloaming Games. That is just the tip of the iceberg. That is us seeing what is in the Feywild and what is open and who are the main villains. We will be introduced to Mal in the upcoming issue, and seeing a few other characters that'll be pivotal moving forward. I will continue forward, and also, since I've already started it, in the recent fixation I've had, I will continue Toxs' origin story as well as Oath eventually when I get back to it, which has at least 5-6 issues planned for it, so that'll work into the next 2 years, I suppose. I'm not sure if I've increased the speed, it could be less than that, but those are two I'm excited to continue working on and show you all, because there's just so much, and I'm so excited to show you it. And I know not a lot of people will look at it right now, but I know if people do, they will have to fall in love, because I did. I don't know, I'm selfish, so looking forward to that. In general, I'd like to increase the amount of commissions I have. Not too much this year, but I want more than just once a month, once every 2 months, because that's basically what I get, some consistent commissioners who come back every once in a while, and I do love them. They are my bread and butter. They keep me having some money in my backup at all times. I do wish to have a few more of those, but I don't want the pressure of them keeping me from my main work, because honestly, my side job does provide a lot of money. I would love to work off of just art, but we'll have to see if I get a few bites if I start promoting my commissions again in this upcoming year. A huge change for me has been my detachment from my art presence online, because previously I have over-fixated on it, and it has led to such terrible anxiety, such terrible over-evaluation of myself and under-evaluation of myself, and judging everything based on how the random algorithms manage to not show my work to possible old fans or new fans waiting to find queer fantasy, fully encompassed gore and love scene comics, but with this detachment, I'm fine with just creating pages literally for myself. I never thought I would understand that, but I love the story, so I'm making it. That's it. And that's a really calming thing to accept, and I'm hoping when I do release them, or if I can sell physical copies. We'll just have to see if that demand ever calls for it, but I'll continue with this mindset moving forward into 2023. I already have a Redbubble, which I guess I should promote even more than I usually do, because a lot of people are unaware that I have merch, but I do want to do more merch. I will not fixate on it like I tried to last year. I had made a Twitch and I made a page production and merch schedule. I did not follow it. It put too much pressure on me. I thought it would help. I should just do it based on what is good and then just observe how well I do. I don't know. But I'll do more, just for fans when they do come in. Along those lines, and along the lines of goals that I didn't achieve, I do want to work on more tarot cards. I'm not pressuring myself on that, because I do want to see how they fit into the concept of tarot from the story without pushing it. And the ones I've made fit perfectly, so I think that'll be a long-term project that eventually people can buy tarot cards with my characters all over them, my and all of Nick's characters. So look forward to that. That'll just be a slow project, and I'll release them as I make them. Continuing on to this next year, I'm not going to worry about my fan base increasing or even maintaining what it did before, along the lines of caring less, because I realize the huge making it moments, those random luck ones, almost always come with a downfall. They will come with hate, they'll come with especially the line of Dungeons and Dragons, I'm going to have a lot of old type of fans who aren't okay with the changes that my campaign has made, that I believe is for the better. The creativity, the allowance for roleplay, as well as creative combat, which what we do. The increase of hate will come with this increase of fan base, and I am better at dealing with critiques, but it would hurt me a lot. So I don't know. I'm fine with not having an increase, and a slow build might be better because it'll be just people who love them. Well, that's about it. This went on a little longer than I thought, but I think it's an okay amount of video for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the speed draw of the few pages and whatever other B-roll I got along with it. The last point would be just stay in love with art and keep moving forward, which hasn't been difficult for me, but gotta put it on the list, you know? I hope you keep an eye out for all the projects and updates that are coming out soon, and I hope you are well, and make sure to keep track of your magic spell slots, hit points, and whatever abilities you have, because this will continue in the next one. Bye-bye.